Hello everybody, good morning, and welcome to Camp NaNoWRIMO Day 1. So today is Monday, and I have lots of plans for the day. Big plans, big Monday. What was that sound? So I do have some work to do for my new job today, so that's kind of first on my list. I need to get that work done before I move forward with everything else. So I need to do work for my new job. I need to start doing an outline critique for a client. I have a live stream tonight with Brooke Passmore and Mandy Lynn. And then somewhere within all that, I need to continue doing my read through of Pistol Daisy Book 2 because I still haven't finished it yet. And I need to finish that before I can start editing, which is what I want to do during camp this month. So I definitely need to finish that read through. Greg needs to finish his read through, huh? So Greg also needs to finish his read through because he's supposed to be helping me with edit notes and like developmental editing stuff, which he hasn't done yet, but I'm sure he will eventually get to. So that's kind of where I'm starting today, is just knowing that I have quite a lot of other work to do today. I already went on one pet sitting visit. We have one more today. I'd like to go to the gym. So it's going to be a very busy Monday. But I feel like once I get through today, the rest of the week settles down and gets a lot quieter and a lot more relaxed. So I'm going to push through today and see what I get done. I have a feeling though that tonight during the live stream with Brooke and Mandy, I'll be doing my read through. And hopefully I'll get a few chapters read through and notes, edit notes written, etc. So that I can hopefully start actually editing in the next couple days. So that's where we're starting. Welcome to my week 1 Camp NaNoWRIMO vlog. I hope you'll enjoy it. Greg, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you reading my book? Okay guys, I just got back from the gym. It has been a very busy day. My hair is a mess. I have to get on a live stream in about 20 minutes. It's almost 5 o'clock already. I have not done any reading of my book today, so that's what I'm gonna have to do during the live stream is read a chapter, make my edit notes. Read a chapter, make my edit notes. So I'm hoping that I can get through at least 2 chapters, maybe more, maybe 3 during the live stream. It really depends on how long the chapters are. Most of them are pretty short, so I think I should definitely be able to get through a few, and I have to get through all these before I can actually start editing. So that's what I'm going to do. I have some snacks here with me because Greg and I literally just got home from the gym maybe 15 minutes ago. So I'm gonna eat up and get set up and then jump on a live stream. Okay, so I am about to get on the live stream with Brooke and Mandy. I have everything set up here. I have a ton of snacks back here, and I'm ready to go. So here we go.
We got an alien too.
Yay, look at all the emojis. Hi, everybody. Oh, I love it.
So many emojis.
I'm gonna vlog too real quick. Hold on.
Okay, everybody, so we are in the middle of our live stream right now. It is 6:30, so we're actually an hour and a half in, and I have already finished reading and making edit notes for 2 chapters. So I am currently on chapter 11 out of 18 chapters. So I have officially passed the 50% halfway point. I'm going to keep reading now. I'm supposed to be sprinting. I just have myself muted, and we'll see if I can finish chapter 11 in the next 27 minutes because that's the length of this sprint. All right, wish me luck. Okay guys, so we just wrapped up our live stream. It is 7:30, so we streamed for about 2.5 hours and I got a lot done. I am up to chapter 15 now, so I read chapter 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I read through and made edit notes for 6 chapters, and I have 4 left to go. So I'm gonna wrap it up for now, but I am planning to finish my read through tomorrow and Tuesday, and then hopefully get started with editing as soon as possible this week. So that's it for today, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. All right, bye. Ooh, that is close to me. All right. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Today is July 2nd. It's a Tuesday, and I'm just kind of getting started with the day. I'm having my breakfast back here. It is about 9:30 right now. I did not just roll out of bed. I already went to the grocery store, did some laundry, did like housekeeping stuff this morning. But now here in about 20 minutes, I have a coaching session with a new client that joined my coaching tier on Patreon, and I do have one more coaching spot available on my Patreon if you're interested. It is going to be linked in the description below, but I have that coming up here from 10 to 11. I'll be doing coaching, and then I have to do some work for my new job. I also want to finish reading Pistol Daisy Book 2 and making my edit notes, so that I can hopefully start actually editing and like getting some words down for Camp NaNoWriMo. That would be good. What else? I have some emails to send today. I have an outline critique that I need to get started on because I didn't get started on it yesterday. So I have a busy day, but no pet sitting today. So I definitely get to stay home and work all day. So I'm looking forward to that. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat my bagel, prepare for my coaching session, and check back in with you guys when I'm done with that. Okay, hello everybody. I'm back for an update. It is 1 o'clock now, and I've had a wonderfully productive and busy morning. So I did my hour coaching with my new coaching client, and it was so wonderful, and we went ahead and scheduled another one for later this month. So that went really, really well. I just need to follow up with an email now that I haven't sent yet. I am also getting I am also about to get started on an outline. There's Tifa again. I'm also about to get started on an outline critique for another client. I want to have this outline critique done by Friday. And if I absolutely can't do it by Friday, then absolutely by Monday at the latest. So I want to get started on that today. What else? What else? I paid my internet bill. That's good. Tifa ate lunch. That's a good thing. What else? Oh, I got, I am doing contract work for this company, like my new job that I've mentioned, and I'm working one-on-one with authors, kind of like as a project manager to facilitate, moving them through publishing. Essentially, I got a new author today. I got assigned a new author to work with, so I'm very excited about that. So I now have 2 authors that I am helping through their publishing processes. So that's good. That's really, really good. I'm just feeling fantastic today about everything I'm doing. It's like I don't have pet sitting today, but I'm at home in my home office actually like working, doing work that actually translates into income, which feels really good because I feel like I've been working quite hard for the past few years trying to figure out how to make a little bit of money doing what I love. And I have started getting to this point where I'm learning how to help others and make a little bit of income on the side doing it. So I feel really good about that. I feel so incredibly grateful that I got this new job, and it is like so perfect for me, working from home, working with authors, helping them publish their books. It's lovely. It's really lovely. So I'm going to go ahead and send that email to my coaching client that I need to send, make lunch because I'm getting hungry, start my outline critique, and then dive back into Pistol Daisy Book 2. This Kindle really has some gnarly fingerprints on it. Anyway, Greg is at work right now, and I know that he's reading because I keep getting Google Docs notifications when he makes notes, so that's awesome. He gives me such amazing feedback, and I feel like I do really need feedback on the structure of this book, the you know, how enjoyable it is, how readable is it, does it carry you all the way through to the end, do you get bored at any point? Like, I really need his feedback on that, so I'm very grateful that he's spending some time today to read it. He was on chapter 3 last time I checked in. I'm currently on chapter 15, so I need to read 4 chapters today and make edit notes, and then I will be ready to start editing tomorrow. And again, this is just going to be the first round of edits that I'm doing in the month of July, so there's a lot of work still to come. It's not like I'm going to edit in July and then just be ready to turn it around and put it out there. There's a lot of work that still needs to be done, but I'm excited about where I am in the process. So I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm gonna get back to work. All right, check in with you guys soon. Bye. Hey guys, so I have moved out into the kitchen because I'm going to prepare lunch. Let me show you. My grocery store carries this vegan cashew ricotta and butternut squash penne. And it's super delicious. So I'm gonna go ahead and heat this up, and I have a habit of burning everything I cook. So I'm going to sit out here at the kitchen table reading chapter 15 and making edit notes while I heat this up. So I'm gonna be able to eat and work. It's the best of both worlds for me, really. Okay guys, so it is about 2:30 now, and I have some updates for you. I ate my lunch, and it was amazing. That was the first update. Second update is that I finished my read-through of Pistol Daisy Book 2. I have all of my notes back there on the computer. Greg is calling, one moment. Okay, I don't even remember what I was saying. I just got off the phone with Greg. I think I was saying that I finished my read-through. I finished my read-through, and I made a bunch of notes. What else was I saying? Can't remember, so I guess I'll just go back to the beginning, which is that I feel pretty good about it. Like, I had a good time reading through it. It was definitely surprising me because I forgot a lot of what I wrote. Like, I was truly surprised by a lot of the stuff I wrote because it's been a while. So it did feel good to be surprised by my characters, and their dialogue was so good. Like, I really enjoy writing dialogue with these characters. It actually comes quite naturally to me just because they speak in slang and it's easy to write for me for some reason. But the story also needs more tension. It needs higher stakes. It's really kind of slow. Well, not slow. It's not slow. This book moves incredibly fast. Like, so fast that I was like, oh my gosh, we're already to the climax. Oh my gosh, we're already at like the falling resolution, etc. Or falling action, falling resolution. So it does not move slow, it moves really fast, but there are some points where I'm just like, why are they doing this? Like, this scene is boring. Why, Daisy, are you in this scene? Like, why aren't you doing something crazy and amazing and having like shootouts and stuff? So there are definitely scenes that need to be rewritten. They need to be infused with higher stakes and tension, and that has always been my issue. My greatest weakness in my writing is tension. I really struggle with it. Don't really know why. There are some people that are just so good at writing problems into their characters' lives, but I'm not. I'm not good at it. I tend to give my characters rather easy and enjoyable lives, and I'm trying to learn how to make their lives shitty and hard. So that's what I'll be focusing on during my edits this month for Camp NaNoWriMo. I am not going to start editing today. I want a chance to read over all of my edit notes, and I also want to make another like master list of notes for myself, because I made notes on a chapter by chapter basis, but I want to read through all those notes and look at the similarities between all of the edits that I know that I need to do and make a master list. You know, okay, there needs to be more drama. There needs to be more tension here. Daisy, you know, needs to follow up with this plot that never really got finished, etc. So just have a big main list of things that need to be incorporated throughout the entire novel, And then I also have the second list of chapter by chapter edits that need to happen, and those include spelling errors, grammatical errors, character inconsistencies, too much telling with not enough showing, stuff like that. So that all needs to be corrected on like a chapter by chapter basis. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that Greg will continue making progress reading this book, because I could really use his help. He has a pretty keen eye for catching places where Daisy is not behaving like herself. I especially have a tendency to kind of give Daisy some of Charlotte's characteristics, which also tend to be my characteristics, and Daisy has very, very, very little in common with me. So Greg is really good at catching the places where I do that and letting me know so that I can fix them. But I would really like to sit down with him, you know, get out my pen and paper and just have a long conversation about how this book can be made better. He's really great at that. I just have to continually encourage him to focus on it, because he has a problem focusing on it. Love you, babe. So I'm going to probably wrap up this vlog for today, and I will catch back up with you tomorrow and let you know what I'm working on. Tomorrow I will probably go through my edit notes, make that master list, and we'll see. We'll just see what happens from there. All right, everybody, thank you for being here. Thank you for following my journey, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye. Hey guys, so today is Thursday the 4th, and I did not update you yesterday on Wednesday because I didn't do anything for Camp Nano yesterday. I just did other writerly YouTube things and let Greg have a little bit more time to get a little bit further into my book. This morning, Greg and I did sit down and talk about the first 3 chapters that he read over, and he had some really good feedback regarding my character Daisy, her voice, her motivations, her morals, some really great questions that really have forced me to look inside of Daisy a little bit more and kind of pinpoint why she's doing the things she's doing, what is, you know, driving her decisions, where is her moral compass, all that good stuff. So I think what I'm going to try to do today is get started on editing the first chapter of Pistol Daisy, because I have my notes, Greg gave me his notes, and I think I'm ready to start. Yeah, so I'm a little bit nervous, a little bit excited. I have not started yet for the day. I was doing work from my other job this morning, but I think today I'm gonna get a start, and then I'll actually be able to update my Camp Nano, because I haven't been able to update it at all. So that's the plan for today, and I will just kind of keep you posted and let you know how it goes. Hey friends, so I wanted to update you on my editing status. I have edited half of chapter 1 and it's feeling good. And here's the thing, it's not taking me very long. I do feel like I could move through these edits relatively quickly if I knew exactly what I needed to be editing into the book. And even though I have notes for myself at this point about what needs to be changed, I don't always know exactly what to do. It's not like I can just check off, you know, go to my notepad and say, okay, I need to do exactly this, and then just easily put it in. Sometimes it really takes some mulling over, thinking about, you know, writing and rewriting and trying to figure out what I'm trying to do and the best way to do it. So what I did was I edited the first half of chapter 1, and it already feels so much fuller. Like there's more to it. Daisy has a lot more like inner thoughts, and that's something that I struggle with quite a lot. I've learned I struggle with tension, and I also struggle with thoughts that the character's having. I tend to, even in first person POV, I tend to stay relatively far away from the character, and I don't let the reader know what's really going on in their head. And this is something that Greg has pointed out to me on a few different occasions, you know, wanting to know, okay, what is Daisy really thinking in this instance, you know, and why are these thoughts driving her to do this thing? Because every character will make choices that might not make sense to the reader if they don't understand the reasoning behind them, I guess you could say. So Daisy makes a decision in chapter 1 that ends up being kind of like a catalyst or a bit of an inciting incident for the rest of the book, and that doesn't really give away a whole lot. But she has to make a decision that leads her into causing this thing that happens. And as it was previously, we didn't really know why Daisy was choosing to do that thing. It didn't really make sense. But now that I went back through and I added more of her thoughts and emotion to the action, it makes way more sense. And now the reader can understand the motivation and what's driving her to make these decisions. So I am at a stopping point now because I want the chance to kind of bounce some more ideas off of Greg as I'm moving forward with the second half of chapter 1, because I changed something in chapter 1 that could potentially affect the rest of the chapter. And I have some different ideas about how to move forward with that, but it would be great to just sit down with him, kind of, throw ideas at each other and see how it turns out. And it's so great to have him helping me and reading the story alongside me, because it's wonderful to just have somebody to talk to about it rather than to just be stuck in my head the whole time. So he is taking a 4th of July siesta nap right now, but hopefully when he wakes up, I can show him what I edited today and talk to him about my ideas moving forward. And then I'll either edit some more tonight, or more than likely I will finish editing chapter 1 tomorrow. And tomorrow will be the 5th, so if I'm able to have, one chapter edited by tomorrow, that's pretty great. I mean, I'm certainly not keeping up with like how fast I should be editing in terms of Camp Nano, but I'm not trying to adhere to a schedule. I'm not trying to rush and get this whole thing done in the month. I'm just using Camp NaNoWriMo as a way to track my progress, to be inspired and excited, to, be in a cabin with other writers. So that's kind of where I'm sitting at this point. I feel excited. I love the editing phase. I love it so much more than writing. So I'm very happy to be here now, and I know that the story is going to be so much better once I'm done with it. So again, I doubt that I'll be editing more tonight, but if I do edit more tonight, I will update you, and if not, I will see you tomorrow for day 5 of Camp NaNoWriMo. All right, bye. Hi everybody, good morning. It is Friday the 5th of July now, and I have what's the word? There has been a change, I guess. What am I trying to say? And I have a bit of an announcement, and that is that I think I need to return to Pistol Daisy Book 1. And I say this because as I was kind of looking at the edits that I made for Pistol Daisy Book 2 this morning, I had to kind of continually bounce back and forth between Book 1 and Book 2, trying to figure out what exactly I had done, if the transition into Book 2 was done correctly, and I just kind of realized that I think I need to return to Book 1, do another complete read through, and just assess like the story level quality of that book. It has been a while since I've read it, and I do feel like the last time I read it, I was very happy with it. I had added a lot to it. I did a lot of developmental edits, and I recall being happy with it, but now that I've been like distanced from it for a while, I feel like I need to return to it and just make sure that everything is the way that I want it to be, make sure that all the character motivations are there, make sure that the entire story is sound so that it can carry us into book 2, because my feelings at this point are that Pistol Daisy is supposed to be it's supposed to be the book that draws people in and makes them want to read the rest of the series. So I need to make sure that it's really strong and fun and enticing and hooks the reader, and I don't know if it's exactly there yet. So it's kind of a bummer to feel like I need to go back, but I also realize that spending the extra time to do this is only going to help in the long run. It's only going to make the story stronger, make the series stronger, etc. So at this point, I'm going to go back and reread Pistol Daisy. Greg is going to go back and reread Pistol Daisy. And then I feel like I'll be able to either make edits to Pistol Daisy and then move on to Pistol Daisy Book 2, or when we're done with the read through, I'll say, okay, this is, just as good as I remember it being, and I know with confidence that I can move into Book 2. So I'm definitely backtracking a bit, but I feel like it needs to be done. And this is just the reality of creative work, and especially writing books, is sometimes you just have to kind of bite the bullet and do it. Like, I don't want to go back to that book. I want to say, this book is done, and I don't ever have to, look at it again, essentially, but that's just not the case. And I'm very grateful that I didn't rush into publication with this, because I have the freedom to go back and to make sure it is exactly what I want it to be. So I think today I'm actually going to start reading Pistol Daisy again, remind myself of everything that I started building in that book, because I'm learning how to write a series. I'm learning how to write a sequel. I've never done this before. So I do feel like it'll be helpful to go back to book 1, make a note of every single plot thread, every subplot, every character complexity that I started building in book 1, so that I can make sure that I'm following through in book 2. So a little bit surprising to say this, but I do think that it's important. So I still want to be making these vlogs, and I feel like I'm still going to be participating in Camp NaNoWriMo, but maybe now my camp will be returning to book 1 rather than editing book 2. I'm not really sure how I'm going to handle that on the Camp NaNoWriMo website, but I don't know. I do feel like I'm still participating in camp because I'm still dedicating myself to this project over the course of July. And I want to participate with everybody. I want to be in my cabin having a good time. So I'm still participating in Camp Nano. I'm just shifting projects. So that's my update for now. That's the direction I'm headed in, and I will check in with you guys in a little bit. All right, bye. Greg, do you have anything to say about my books?
They're fun, but a work in progress.
Oh my god.